Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government tax event organizers on safety concerns. Federal government raises ban on mining activities in Zamfara State. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom experienced strong winds leading to travel disruptions. And in sport, home base Super Eagles holds Ghana to goalless draw in first leg of 2024 Africa Nations Championship qualifier. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Government has warned individuals, religious and corporate bodies against hosting events without due registration and guidance of the Lagos State Safety Commission or face the full wrath of the law. Speaking at a joint press conference with the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, said the warning became necessary following a reported incident of a stage collapse at a beach event in Etiosa local government area of the state. Omotosho noted that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration will not condone any act that will lead to stampede in the state, calling for the cooperation of all residents.
And to those who feel that the government is just doing this for nothing, anybody who feels that he can just gather a crowd and begin to distribute whatever, any gift item, be it rice or bread or whatever it is, and then a huge crowd builds up there, and any tragic thing happens, the person will have himself to blame. There are laws in Lagos.
On his part, Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Benga Oyerinde, urged Lagos residents to be their brother's keeper and monitor happenings in their environment, enjoin them to always call the toll-free numbers 767 and 112 in case of emergency.
Before we call for this meeting, the other halves of the security apparatus have been activated. You could say on the street of Lagos now, last month they are on their roads, the police are on their roads to ensure that we don't have any reasons to have any casualties at this point in time. And that's the more reason why, as an agency family, we need to call for this press conference, and we are all gathered here so that Lagosians will know that we are serious about this.
The Director General, Lagos State Safety Commission, Larry Mojola, noted that the agency, since 2019, has been saddled with event safety regulations, which it has been demonstrating even during the COVID-19 pandemic to ensure the safety of lives of Lagosians. Mojola said residents or anyone who wish to do charity for people over 250 can contact the agency through its website www.lagsafetyreg.com.
Complacency is something that seems to happen quite often. This is how we've been doing it. We've been doing it for the last 5 years or 10 years. We've never recorded an incident. It is just one incident that will then change the dynamics of things. So we would like Lagosians to note these four main things are the main causes of accidents, and we would like to reiterate to the general public that as we come into the holiday season, as we come into the festive season, a lot of activities are ongoing. The onus lies on the event organizers, on the event planners, and the event owners to ensure that the events are registered through our platform.
The event was attended by other heads of agencies, including the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, the State Fire and Rescue Service, Lagos State Neighborhood Corps, among others. The Lagos State government has advocated an embrace of good environmental sanitation practices by the residents during and after the Yule-tide in order to ensure a sustainable environment. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, who made his appeal in a statement, says as the festive period approaches, utmost cleanliness of the environment and proper waste disposal during the holidays is a must for everyone. Wahab encourages all residents to dispose waste properly and avoid littering the streets, walkways, road medians, curbs, open spaces, drainages and canals. He notes that, as expected, a high volume of waste will be generated during the Christmas and New Year celebrations, calling for proper disposal of animal and livestock waste, as well as proper sorting and bagging of such waste by placing them at designated points for pickup by the assigned PSP operators. The commissioner also assured residents that waste management officials will be working during the festive period to ensure that all waste collected are promptly disposed, advising residents to cooperate with waste collectors and report instances of waste not collected as at and when due. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has issued a firm directive to the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, to enhance nocturnal traffic monitoring and oversight in strategic areas. These include Ikoyi, Lekki, Victoria Island, Aja, and other congestion-prone zones across the metropolis. The governor's directive, which was covered by the special advisor to the governor on transportation, Shola Giwa, is on a bid to ensure unimpeded traffic flow throughout Lagos before, during, and after the Yule-tide. It also prioritizes the immediate clearance of obstructions and incidents that could disrupt vehicular and pedestrian movement. In response to the directive, the LASMA General Manager, Olalekan Bakareoki, has mobilized a formidable team of over 2,500 officers strategically deployed and equipped with advanced traffic management tools, including heavy-duty and mini-towing vehicles, to key locations across the state. Bakaroki, who affirmed last man's readiness to implement the governor's mandate, urged motorists to, in case of any urgent reports on traffic-related matters across the state, reach out to the toll-free hotline 0800 0052 7862. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has congratulated all the winners of the just concluded Nigeria Media Merit Awards, NMMA, describing the achievement as a reward for hard work and commitment to the media profession. The governor particularly hailed visually impaired Victor Oteri for winning the Broadcaster of the Year award. Sanwo-Olu said with the accomplishment, the Deputy Director, Programs of Lagos Traffic Radio, has shown that disability does not hinder ability. He also commended all the journalists in the state-owned media who won awards in different categories of NMMA, as well as those who were nominated for one of the prestigious media awards in Nigeria. Governor Sanwo-Olu assured media practitioners that Lagos State, being the biggest home of the media in Nigeria, will always ensure press freedom and encourage the fourth estate of the realm to play its critical role in democracy without any obstacle. The governor implored media practitioners to rededicate themselves to courageous and objective journalism, urging them to shun fake news, misinformation, malinformation, and disinformation. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has cancelled all his official events in Lagos to mourn the stampede victims in Abuja and Okija, Anambra State. President Tinubu was scheduled to watch the boat parade and other activities of the boat regatta in Lagos from the waterfront of his Queen's Drive residence in Ikoyi. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has expressed deep concerns over the unorganized distribution of palliatives and relief items across Nigeria during this festive period, calling for proper crowd management during distribution of palliatives to prevent stampedes and avoidable loss of lives. It will be recalled that no fewer than 39 Nigerians lost their lives following stampedes during food sharing events in Anambra State and Abuja. The federal government has called on politicians and stakeholders to refrain from politicizing this tragic stampede incident during food distribution exercises in Ibadan, Abuja, and Okija. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, clarified that the unfortunate events were not connected to President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms. He emphasized that similar unfortunate occurrences have been recorded in the past before the current administration, stating that linking these tragedies to the president's reforms is both unfounded and disingenuous. Idris reiterated that the administration's economic reforms aim to reposition the economy for sustainable growth and uplift the lives of all Nigerians, particularly the vulnerable, without causing undue hardship. He urged citizens to embrace a collective sense of responsibility and work towards ensuring that Utah season is marked by peace and joy, free from preventable tragedies. The minister also expressed heartfelt condolences to the families and loved ones of those who lost their lives in the tragic incidents. And now to foreign news. Strong winds have continued to cause some travel disruption in parts of the United Kingdom as millions of people travel ahead of Christmas. Heathrow has cancelled over 100 flights due to heavy wind, and passengers are advised to check with their airline before traveling. The weather has also led to the wide-scale cancellation of ferry services across the Irish Sea and along the Scottish coast, road closures to high-sided vehicles and rail disruption. Yellow weather warnings for wind are in place for Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Northern and Western England. And now sports. Nigeria's home base Super Eagles held Black Galaxies of Ghana to a 0-0 draw in the first leg of the 2024 African Nations Championship (CHAN) qualifier in Africa. In Accra, the home team had a bright start in the second half but could not breach the Eagles' defense. The closest the home base Eagles came to scoring was through Adamu Abubakar in the second half, but his effort came off the bar. Both teams will meet again in the second leg billed for Saturday, 28 December in Uyo. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Always keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 18,000 teachers were trained under Eco Excel? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has warned individuals, religious and corporate bodies against hosting events without due registration and guidance of the Lagos State Safety Commission or face the full wrath of the law. President Bola Tinubu has cancelled all his official events in Lagos to mourn the stampede victims in Abuja and Okija, Anambra states. We also told you that strong winds have continued to cause some travel disruption in parts of the United Kingdom as millions of people travel ahead of Christmas. And in sports, Nigeria's home base Super Eagles held Black Galaxies of Ghana to a 0-0 draw in the first leg of the 2024 African Nations Championship (CHAN) qualifier in Accra. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Desua. Enjoy your car. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.